the business podcast that knows building a business is not easy, but with the right skills and strategies, you can make it happen. And that's what we do every single day, give you those great strategies, those great skills with our daily 10-minute business lessons for the real world. I'm your host, your coach, your teacher, Omar Zenhom. I'm also the co-founder of the $100 MBA, a complete business training and community online. And in today's lesson, you will learn which social media platforms should you be on. There are so many social media platforms out there these days. Sometimes it's overwhelming. Which ones should you be on? Which ones do you need to be on? How do you make sure you have a presence and that you're reaching your target audience? We're going to tackle this important topic in today's lesson. I'm going to give you my personal advice and my personal strategy when it comes to knowing which social media platforms to be on. Let's get into it, guys. Let's get down to business. Today's episode of the $100 MBA Show is sponsored by Media Temple. For years, Media Temple's grid service has been the web hosting choice of more designers, developers, and creative professionals than any other platform. That's because a single grid account can host anything from your portfolio site to 100 different client projects. And the grid is ready for anything. Hundreds of servers working together to make sure your site is online, even if you suddenly hit the front page of Reddit. And Media Temple is giving $100 MBA listeners a great discount. Use promo code MBA25 to save 25% off web hosting. Go to MediaTemple.net and enter your promo code MBA25 when signing up. When it comes to social media and social media platforms, I have some really strong opinions. And I'm going to start with one that I'm very firm about, and that's you can't be on every single social media platform and have a strong presence in every single one of them. You're going to need to choose the few social media platforms that work best for your audience and for your business and focus on those. So I just give you a little hint of how to choose the best social media platform for your business. You need to take a look at your audience. Where is your audience? Where do they live online? Are they on Twitter? Are they on Facebook? Take a look at your business, your offering. Are you able to display and market your products and services with images better? One of our previous guest teachers, Caroline Weingart, has a lettering course. And she uses Pinterest heavily because Pinterest allows her to display pictures of the different letters she's created, all the different drawings of the different fonts she's created. And a lot of her audience members are on Pinterest. So it makes sense for her to use Pinterest as one of the social media platforms she really focuses on. Maybe Twitter is not the best platform for that type of business. Facebook may be because pictures are very prevalent on Facebook. So you got to take a look at how you're going to be able to display what you do. Now for us, we have a podcast, and podcasts play really well using SoundCloud on Twitter. You can play the actual episode by embedding your SoundCloud file right on Twitter. So people that are on Twitter, that follow us on Twitter, they can listen to our episodes right in Twitter. So it works perfectly for what we offer. Also, a good number of our audience members are on Twitter. They're a younger generation. They're into tech. They're into startups. And Twitter is a place where a lot of these audience members would be. So I'm going to talk about our social media platform strategy, and I want to share with you how you can form your own. So I just gave an example with our podcast and being on Twitter. So Twitter was the first social media platform we really focused on building a presence with. I really like short, smart, effective copy, and Twitter works perfectly with that. And like I mentioned, a lot of our audience members were already on Twitter. So we spent a lot of time making sure we're building and engaging our audience on Twitter. One of the best ways to grow your presence on a platform is to keep engaging with your audience. Ask questions, answer questions, have conversations. And if you see on Twitter, my handle @BizRepublic has the strongest presence out of all our social media platforms because we spent more time on it. We started with Twitter. We kept maintaining our presence on Twitter, but then we focused more effort on Facebook. We post a lot of our blog posts on Facebook because it lends itself great for those feature images. We use feature images as well for the podcast episodes. So you can see how I'm using Facebook differently than I'm using Twitter. And for a brief time, we really tried to focus and go into Google+. Unfortunately, that didn't work out and Google+ kind of fizzled out. We then refocused and took that energy and focused on our private groups in Facebook, our $100 MBA private group, as well as our Webinar Ninja private group. So right now, these are our two main focus. There are so many other social media platforms we could be on. We could be on Instagram, we could be on Vine, we could be on Pinterest. All these could really work for us. But we took a strategic approach with growing our audience, building a presence, and being present there. Another previous guest teacher, Scott Stratton, says something really profound when it comes to social media. And he says, if you're not going to be social on social media, don't be on social media. And it's so true. So make sure that you have the time to engage with your audience members on social media. So just a recap really quick of what we just discussed. To choose which social media platform you should be on, you should take a look at your audience. Where does your audience live? Where do they stay? Where are they social? Which platforms are they on? And then also take a look at your business and your offering. How can you share your offering, talk about your offering, give great value, free valuable content in a way that works or lends itself to that social media platform? Guys, I got more on today's topic, but before that, I got to give love to today's sponsor, Vistaprint. Vistaprint makes it super simple for you to have a professional, personalized business card that looks amazing. We know this firsthand because we create and print all our business cards using Vistaprint, and we've been doing it for quite some time now because their quality is great and their service is absolutely fantastic. You can customize text, colors, backgrounds, you can upload your logo, you can design things from scratch, or you can have Vistaprint help you out with their great templates. Or you can upload a design of your own that you've created outside of Vistaprint. They have great options when it comes to your card, like a thicker stock or a brilliant finish, or my personal favorite, the matte finish. But best of all, Vistaprint is easy to use and user-friendly. And what I love about them is their customer service. They absolutely guarantee you'll love their products or they'll make it right. We love Vistaprint and we want you to try them out. So Vistaprint has a special offer for the $100 MBA Show listeners. If you use promo code MBA at Vistaprint.com, you can get 500 business cards starting at just $9.99. That's 500 business cards for the cost of a large coffee or something. That's up to 50% savings over the regular site price. They have tons of layouts and designs to choose from, and best of all, the quality is great. So head on over to Vistaprint.com, create and design your custom business cards, and enter my code MBA at checkout and get 500 business cards starting at $9.99. This is an exciting offer, so go ahead, don't waste any time, go to Vistaprint.com and order today. Final piece of advice in today's lesson is take your time when building your presence on social media. It takes years to have a strong presence on any platform. Somebody like Gary Vaynerchuk, a great entrepreneur, and somebody who has a great presence on Twitter. He has over 1.1 million followers on Twitter. But he's been doing it for quite some time. He started back in 2007. That's 8 years ago. And he's been building his presence by engaging with his audience on a regular basis. So keep that in mind. Don't be discouraged if you don't have that many followers or that many likes or whatever metric you're using on any platform. Just focus on adding value to your audience using social media, using whatever platform you choose. All right, guys, that wraps up today's lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, we'd love to hear about it in an iTunes rating and review. Let us know what your favorite episode was, what your favorite takeaway was. It's a great way for you to support the show and let us know what you enjoy about it. If you're on your iPhone, just click on the cover art. You'll see a link that says give us a rating and review. Just click on that. The rest is a piece of cake. If you're on a browser on any other phone, you can just go to 100mba.net/show. All the instructions are right there. Here's a great review from Jerryo0206. 10 thumbs up, 5 stars. I'm a serial business podcast listener, and this is by far the best business podcast I've come across yet. Quick, to the point, and yet extremely valuable information. Omar is somehow able to cover in 10 minutes what other podcasts would take over an hour for. This is the podcast new entrepreneurs should be listening to. Thanks a lot, Jerryo0206, for that awesome review. We appreciate all your support, guys. All right, guys, as always, I want to leave you with this. Social media is just a way of marketing. It's a way to get the word out. It's a way for people to get to know you and build trust with you. But it's not your business. Business doesn't get done on social media. It gets done on your website, it gets done on your actual physical store if you have a physical store. It gets done on the phone if you're taking calls, whatever. That's where the business is actually done, where money changes hands. So if you're not brilliant at social media, don't be so hard on yourself. Give yourself some time and take it slow. Make a consistent effort. That's really what's important, being consistent. And eventually you'll get there. Trust me, even though social media is huge these days, it's not going to make or break your business. There are plenty of entrepreneurs out there that have no social media presence whatsoever and are doing just fine. So keep that in mind and know that it's good to have. It really does help your business, but it's not the essential thing you need to worry about. All right, guys, I hope that helps and I hope to see you in tomorrow's episode. I'll see you then. Take care.